Hello. I know things are difficult for a lot of us right now, especially those of us in recovery. Being able to connect with others can be hard these days due to all the COVID restrictions in place. Learning how we can connect with others across digital platforms is vital to saving lives. While there are more ways to connect virtually than ever before, expanding access to digital spaces for those in recovery is critical. Interpersonal relationships are essential to long-term recovery. The restrictions brought on by COVID-19 have severely affected people's ability to connect meaningfully, and proper knowledge of contemporary digital media literacy is essential to addressing the problem. COVID restrictions have made many of the tools available to help people overcome addiction harder to access. People in early recovery are particularly vulnerable, and often those people they meet at in-person meetings can make the difference between continued sobriety and relapse. Working or sponsoring people in recovery, I have continually heard the complaint that it is almost impossible to build a supportive network right now. According to an American Medical Association brief, opioid-related overdoses have increased 30% during the pandemic. This is a clear matter of life and death for some and a public health issue with wide-ranging implications for the broader population. Zoom meetings in recovery offer an alternative to the traditional in-person format and have been a vital lifeline for those in recovery. In some ways, it has broadened the availability of AA as we now have access to meetings across the globe at any given time. Online therapy and telemedicine is another area that could use expanded access. I personally have connected with a therapist virtually, and it has I have certainly benefited from the sessions. Access to telemedicine is a huge need for those in early recovery and often a critical part of the journey. Finding new ways to connect virtually for those things we rely on for support is critical in maintaining sobriety. I have personally felt the effects of COVID has had on my own sobriety and am now turning to these online spaces for insight and encouragement. I hope you all continue finding new ways to meaningfully connect to others online.